another lead code question. I'm Ishan and today we'll be solving maximum rectangle. Just 1 minute. Yeah. So this is question number 85 from lead code, and we have been given a matrix, rows into columns, binary matrix filled with only zeros and ones, binary digits. We have to find the largest rectangle containing only ones and return its area. For example, if you can see in this big rectangle, there is a small rectangle of 6 boxes, which is the largest rectangle containing ones. There is this 4 rectangles also, but it is smaller than 6. And what we have to do is we have to find this rectangle's area, and we also have to identify which rectangle is the biggest rectangle out of this given question. So how will we approach this question? First of all, don't be afraid of this big code here. It's very easy. We can approach this question by taking the left boundaries and the right boundaries of this matrix. For example, if we want to iterate this whole rectangle, we can first take this left boundary and then we can take the right boundary. Then, once the area of this whole two rectangles are calculated, we'll move on to the next part, which is this middle part. Then we'll calculate this and this, followed by every rectangle in this big given rectangle. So, let's move on to the code. First of all, we'll initialize a matrix and we'll initialize three main things: the height of a rectangle, the left boundary of the rectangle, and the right boundary of the rectangle. First of all, we'll check if our matrix is null, or if the length of a matrix is 0, or if the length of our 1D matrix is 0, which means a single rectangle. There is not even a single rectangle present inside the bigger rectangle. If this is the condition, then we'll simply return 0. Else, we'll first initialize the length of both the matrices, then we'll initialize the height, left boundaries, right boundaries, and then we'll initialize every element of right boundary by m. We'll be doing this because we don't know the height of the right boundary. We know what our left boundary will be because we are currently initially at our left boundary, but we don't know if our right boundary will be 0, if it will be infinite, if it will be very small, and hence we'll be initializing it by an unknown number called n. And what we have to find is the maximum length of rectangle, and hence we'll initialize it by 0. We'll also take two-pointer approach, left and right. The left will be used to go from left to right and check if the boundary is the biggest boundary or it is a smaller boundary. Now, first of all, moving to the left boundary. As we reach the left boundary of a matrix, we'll check the height and the length of the left boundary. For this, we'll take a for loop which will go from the left boundary to the right boundary. If the row J has character 1, which means it has 1, which we want in our final result, then we'll simply increase the height of the J, and we'll also initialize our left boundaries J. We'll check if what is the maximum element, if it is our current element that is maximum, or if it is a left boundary that is maximum. If this is the condition, then we'll simply update the left boundary. Else, we'll leave the height as it is to 0. We'll leave the left boundary as it is, and we'll move on to the next element, and we'll move on to the left to the next element, which is j plus 1. J is the index. Now, coming to the right boundary. And the right boundary, which will go from right to left, which means the array will be checked in the reverse order, which means we'll be going from right to left, and hence we'll be using a reverse for loop. We'll check if the element present inside the matrix is 1, then we'll update the right boundary by if our current element is minimum or if the right boundary was minimum. Whichever was the smaller element will be updated as the current element of the right boundary, as the current value of the right boundary. If this is a condition, then we'll update the right boundary. Else, we'll just simply leave it to the right pointer. And the right will move backwards, which means j. Now, Coming to the calculating maximum rectangle length. In this, we'll fo- again start with our see the main result of our question was to find the largest rectangle as well as its area. So for finding the area, we'll first find if that is the largest rectangle, which means we'll have to calculate the width of the rectangle, which is like simple logic. We'll just difference between the right boundary and the left boundary, and we'll calculate the area by its formula height into width, and then we'll calculate the max rectangle if the current element is our max rectangle length, or if our area was a maximum length. If the area of that rectangle was bigger than our current rectangle, then that will be considered as the largest rectangle of our given question, and will simply return the max rectangle. This is kind of a recursive approach. We have to do it again and again, and that is why we'll initialize it inside this for loop, which is at the top. We'll just initialize our update height and left boundary with matrix I heights, because these are the parameters we passed inside this class. We'll just initialize it and we'll return max rectangle and submit. As you can see, this was 100%, which means the main basic approach or intuition to this question will be we have to take a brute force approach will where we'll take the left boundary and the right boundary separately, and we'll iterate over each element and check its left boundary, its right boundary, and its height, and we'll also check if the matrix has if that rectangle has one in it or not. That is all. Thank you.